Greetings, hawklings, cyber dogs, and fellow fishing enthusiasts. We are back here at Mudwater River, and we earlier had tried a little bit of largemouth bass fishing and found out that there's been a lot of changes made with the new update. I think now it's time to see how we do with pan fishing, because this is definitely applicable for people who are just starting to play this game. And I'm kind of interested to see if that has changed and maybe improved. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But this is not what I'm going to need. I am going to need my old float fishing. Now, I've got cut bait on this right now, so I'm going to change that, guys. That's not what we want. Let's see. What shall we start with? I tell you what, let's go ahead and start with bread. That's what everybody who's just starting to play this game starts with, so I'm going to try it, see how it goes. Alright, we're going to fish over here, because there's been a lot of crappie here. I've got it. I'm going to set 30 inches, because that seems to be the best depth for the crappie around here. And we'll wait and see. My dog's barking. Hold on, guys. Let me let her in. She's outside and she can't be barking at people this late at night. Come on, girl. Crazy dog. Yeah, Poppy's always here with every game that I play. She's my little dachshund. Anyway, let's see if we're gonna... There we go. We're starting to get some activity here. Ooh, nice. And we've got us a white crappie. Alright. Keep that little guy. Let's try her again. See if we have any more luck. Well, seems like the float fishing is pretty good. Did he lose interest? I think he might have lost interest. Nope. I'm going to reel in some of the slack. Come on, fish. I'm starting to think this... There we go. Another crappie. Well, the crappie fishing has quite improved, to be honest. I didn't catch crappie this often. That's for darn sure, especially not off bread. Okay, that I'm happy with. That I'm really happy with. We're going to try our luck one more time, and then we're going to move on to the other side over here on my right. Now, let's see, let me go ahead and reel in some of this. Getting a lot of slack here because of the... Whoa. Alright, the crappie fishing is definitely improved. Definitely improved. I'm very pleased with that. Very pleased. Okay, let's go ahead and take this out a little bit. We'll take it to 60. And I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to change the bait. We're going to go with red worms this time. And we're going to try out here in the center and see if there's any bluegill out and about. because that seems to be the most commonplace thing that you catch in this particular area. Yeah, at one point they had unique crappie. I'm not sure where they were, but definitely would have liked to have caught a unique crappie. Yeah, we're already getting some activity. The float fishing is improved. I mean, I'm getting a lot of hits here, guys. Did he lose interest? No? Thinking this might be a bluegill. It's just by the way he's going after it. It seems bluegill-ish. Bluegillish? Bluegillish. Do. Come on. Come on, you know you wanna. You know you want it. Take it, my friend. Come on. Don't mess around. Alright, we'll try that. We'll do this. We'll do this. We're going to go ahead and shorten it back to 30. And we'll throw it back out again. Maybe they're just not deeper since it's earlier in the day. Yeah, that might have been the issue. Yeah, there's a lot involved here, guys. It has to do with times of day, depths. If it's in the middle of the day, they tend to go deeper. Yada yada yada. Fish are funny little critters. God, I love doing this. It's so much fun. And time just zips by. When I do this for real, hours will pass, and it seems like I'm just out a few minutes. Get a drink of my beverage there. Well, whatever it was has... Let me flop it over here, because it seems like once it gets past a certain point, and that happens a lot, once it floats down to a certain point, they stop biting at it. So, since it's going to float, we might as well bring it a little closer. If nothing bites it at this time, I think I'm going to go try this spot over on the right. But I used to catch them here. There we go. There we go. We got us a pumpkin seed. Alright. Honestly, I have never caught a pumpkin seed here. Well, isn't he pretty? Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take a snapshot of that. He's a pretty little guy. Yeah. I'll be darned. Did it snapshot? I think it did. Alright, let's keep him. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so you gotta go over here a little bit, that's for sure. You gotta let it float down. And they do like those red worms. I might lengthen it down to 60 again, see if I can get... Actually, I have not yet gotten a bluegill. That's kind of strange. Used to be what I caught most of over here. That's kind of odd. It seems that the float fishing is, if anything, better than it used to be, in my opinion. Now, casting here is a lot different. It's a lot harder. Maybe they made it harder. I don't know. But I really like the float fishing. I really do. I'm really impressed with that. Bluegill are just a pretty little fish. They really are. So at 60 inches, we're getting the bluegill. That's good. That's good. Note 217. No, 30 inches. Let's go back to 60 and see what we get. Might as well. I think after this one, I'm going to try over here on the right side and see what we get over there, because I used to get a lot of crappie over on that side too. Alright, it's going to be a little quiet, it looks like. Yeah, it's going to be quiet this time. Yeah, they must not be down deep yet. Now I bet at 5, at the next peak, they'll be deeper. Just a guess. Now I'm going to go ahead and lower this and reel this in just a touch. Okay, looks like we're getting a bite now. Nice. And we got us another bluegill. So, 60, 30 inches, it doesn't seem to matter. We're getting bluegill just like we used to. Good. Good, good, good. And in fact, maybe better. Well, let me go ahead and lower this to 30 because I'm not going to be getting much that close to the weeds. Alright, let's try our luck over here. Near crappie territory. Crappies? That's what it looks like. Crappies. Now, one thing I do want to try is I want to try a little float fishing for bass and use some minnows and possibly some crawfish cut, because I haven't used that yet, but I've heard it's been quite effective at attracting those guys, so we'll see. It's a possibility. Alright, come on, fish. You know you want it. It's a worm. There you go. You want the worms. Come on and take the worm. There we go. Bluegill. Huh. Well, that's okay. I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to switch over to... That's not what I wanted to do. Oops! What I was trying to do is switch it over to casting, because I want to kind of get it over here closer to this log. Because that's where I saw a lot of the old crappies. Yeah, and it's just right at the right depth, too. And something's definitely interested in it. Could be a bluegill, could be a crappie. Who knows? Hell, it could even be a bass. I don't know. I doubt it. It's a bass, but we'll find out soon enough now, won't we? Wow. Now that is what I call taking it down. I had a feeling. I had a feeling it was you, my friend, my little... Hey, say hello to my little friend. We'll keep the little guy. God, this is so fun, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and switch to my other rod here. What did I have on that rod anyway? No, not that one. This one. There we go. What did I have on here? Waxworms! Yeah. Waxworms are always good, and this is set to cast. And there's a reason for that, because I want to try over here closer to these reeds. See what we shall find. Wait a minute. Need to find out what the depth is. Oh. Too deep. Let's try 30. Right char. There we go. See what kind of pan type fish are in them weeds. God bless, I always have to change my settings. Hate that. It's frustrating. Yeah, I mean, in real life, you set your drag. It's going to stay that way until you change it again. Not every time you change your bait. Or your, whatever. A little bit quiet. Well, I'm not so sure about this anyway, because to be perfectly honest, I was really wanting to put it a little closer to those reeds. So, truthfully, right about there is where I want it to be. Yeah, right there. Right there is perfection. No, guys, we are not having any luck. They're just not biting at this moment. And truth be known, that's kind of realistic. It happens. And they might not be in the mood for those. But we are going to go ahead and I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to switch to the night crawlers. And we're going to come over here next to this log. I know bass like the night crawlers, and I also know they like the crawfish cut. And I'm going to try first the night crawlers and see how those guys do. It's looking like I'm getting a bite, but it's hard to tell. If it was a bass, he's going to take it. So whatever it is, it's probably a little guy. I mean, bluegill go for him just as much as a bass do, but bass do like those big old night crawlers. See, what I'm afraid of is we might have missed our peak here. Our peak was at 7 a.m. and it's almost 10 a.m. now. Alright, well, if that's the case, let's do this. We'll forward time. Let's see, I think 5. Wait a minute. Let me make sure here. Let me go ahead and reel this in. Well, guys, we really have kind of run over time, and there's a lot of things to test on this, so I'm going to keep doing that. So I will be back to show you a little bit more of what I'm doing here, but for now, please be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe, and please stay tuned for the next episode, I guess.